And I'm about halfway there in the fundraising, so I'm on my way with that, but we're still plugging along. So this year, we're going to do it. We're going to raise the money to do this construction in 2019 or 2020, so that's the goal. And that way you guys know what's on the horizon at the 1912 Center. And we took this picture of the building while I was taking a tour upstairs there a couple weeks ago. And it's kind of neat because if you look at all these are the little rafters that are up in the building. If you look up when we have the lights on in the evening, you can actually see all of those. And if you look up during the daytime on the outside of the facility, look up, you can actually see our skylights in the top floor. Those were covered for most of the life of the building, and now they're letting light back in to that space, and those will be restored once we're done with the top floor renovation. But in this next project, the focus is this floor right here. We're calling that the second floor. And usually when you come in, you're entering in through this door or the other side. Both of those go in the parking lot across this, around the exterior of the facility. And it's super fun to run this building. I consider it a great privilege, and I thank the City Council and our community for all the wonderful years of support, but also that we are in this together to do the next phase. So, do you have any questions for me?
Jenny, you have, this lady has as much enthusiasm now as she did 11 years ago, and I don't know if anybody could squeeze any more conversation in a short period of time than Jenny.
Size.
Well, and you're very, very smart, Jenny. You can talk faster than I can think most of the time, but you always have got that enthusiasm. I have no
Does that mean I
doubt.
lost you halfway through the
I
presentation?
have no doubt
Yeah,
that
pictures.
you will raise what you
Pictures,
need to
photos.
raise. Questions for Jenny?
I have a question
Jim?
for you, Jen. If you go back to the schematic of the second floor.
Yes, that's badly oriented. Yes, I can do that.
The one that's turned wrong.
So the concert venue there, what's the seating capacity in there?
We don't know. So when university, well, no, I'm serious. We don't know. We're projecting about 100 in that space when it's renovated, but we're not completely sure. So part of the study that we'll be doing is we bought the chairs that University Best Western was selling for a couple dollars a chair. And so they now have new chairs out there, and we have all their old chairs. They're still padded and lovely, and I don't know why they sold them. But anyhow, I felt like I scored. But those will be the chairs that we can set up in there, and we're going to see what the capacity can be in that space in terms of rows of reasonable seating and everything. So we have 100 chairs to mess with, and we'll see what that does. Part of this is just sort of to have daytime occupancy up there where the sunlight is in the facility, and people sign a piece of paper before they go upstairs that says, you know, you're entering a construction zone, bathrooms are down on the first floor, here are your exit locations, all of that fun stuff. We had a penthouse picnic up there in the past too, and that was a lot of fun to bring people up there. But we're projecting about 100 to be, and we might find that it's less than that. So we just haven't laid out the chairs yet to see.
There's not some fire code restriction on how many people could be in the room.
Well, there's like 3 exit doors out of that room too. So, but with modern sprinkling systems, once it's fully renovated, the sprinkling systems in the room will be what allows you to both have exit access. We'll have points of egress for fire safety that would be both at the top of the stairs on each of these, because the elevator here, while it works where you're not in a fire situation, when you're being sprinkled, you would have to have people exiting out of the facility down the stairs or down these stairs. Figure that this building, when it's fully renovated, these stairwells will be opened back up again to come up from the lower floor, plus you'll have exits leading straight out into the parking lot on both ends of this long hallway. So it's pretty exciting because there's a lot of exit ways out of this space, plus the modern sprinkling systems do buy a lot more time in terms of fire safety, which is great. But we're not putting the senior center up on the higher floors, so, you know, we're thinking logically.
Catherine, you have?
I was just wondering, can you give a little bit of update on the roof?
The roof. Well, the roof is not my project. So I'm a participant in that project, but I have to be a good Jenny and sit back and let David Schott take the lead on that one. So that is going to be something that will be coming forth to you, I think, in the next short while. David Schott will be the one presenting on that, and we are working with the city on the roof project. But that's as much as I'm feeling comfortable saying, I think.
Okay.
Dwight can.
Dwight can.
You can? He can. Oh, good. Because I don't want to get in trouble.
The roofing project will be going through committee this next week and then on to council the following week. So
Great.
we're ready.
That's good to hear.
So
Yay.
Well, other questions for Jenny?
I had a couple questions.
Okay, yeah.
You mentioned an art show last year. Are those done on an annual basis then at the
Yeah,
1912?
so what's super cool is, this is what happens to me if I have too much paperwork to do at my desk, that I sit and spin up ideas of what I could ask artists in our community to create in terms of artwork. So in 2009 was the very first art show that I did, and I always featured, this is for everybody, if you make art, any kind. You don't have to be an artist. You can just make art. See, because this encourages people in their inner artists. A lot of folks won't call themselves an artist. But if you would like to make a piece of art, it's always the first Friday in February that we do the community art show, and we always receive art the Monday prior to that at the building from 9 to 9. So the next year's theme, you're the first to hear it, is called Welcome to Paradise. What does that mean to you? Does it mean harps and angel wings? Or does it mean tropical drinks and an island? Or does it mean Paradise Creek or Paradise Ridge? You don't know, and the artists are going to get creative, and we're going to be serving virgin pina coladas and angel food cake, and you'll get to play a game of craps for no money, because that's a pair of dice. And so it's going to be a lot of fun, and the party is always from 5 to 7 on the Friday that we open the art show. And so it's Welcome to Paradise. That's our theme. So next year, Ann, I'm expecting some artwork from you. Welcome to Paradise.
How about the rummage sales at an annual event in September?
It was the
too, or-
first time we did
So you're
it,
gonna do
and
that
the
again?
seniors always have, a wish list for the kitchen in terms of improvements. I mean, their cabinets are, I think, also from downstairs, that they just got moved from here up to the 1912 Center and put on the walls. So there's all sorts of things that could be improved in that partnership, and I'm sure they would be open to doing rummage sales again. It was an undertaking, I'll tell you.
I'm sure it
And, to make a couple $1,000s, it was like weeks of collecting from people's homes and stuff like that. But luckily, we have this space upstairs that's not being occupied, that we could put some stuff that was going to go in the rummage sale prior to, so we could just move it downstairs by the elevator. It was pretty good. So yeah, I think it is something we might consider doing again, but with them as our partner.
Okay.
Fun times.
Well, Jenny has an awesome report, and former Mayor Comstock, going back to yesteryear when he was a mayor, he's got something for you, so don't run off.
You do?
Yep.
I thought I was the one handing out presents today. I'm not running.
This is actually something very special that was given to me by former council member Jack Hill, who at the time was the superintendent of schools for the Moscow School District. And what this is, it is the first penny donated from Jack Hill to the city of Moscow for the renovation of the 1912 Center. Thank you, Jenny. And I did not steal money from the city of Moscow. I just kept it in safekeeping.
Safekeeping, so it didn't get spent.
So it didn't get spent, but in actuality, this belongs to the city of Moscow, and I would like to hand it
Okay.
to Mayor Lambert, and I suspect Mayor Lambert has something he'd like to do with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand it to Jenny. So let's, Marcia, get on the other side, let's get a picture of this, so we got all three of us in here. Fun.
Have to keep holding that smile like it's my time. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's Abe Lincoln. Okay, I don't know how to get my thing out. Am I allowed to just? We got you. You got me. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Jenny, wonderful report, very, very nice.